Hello friends, welcome to Trich Tech Institute, and I know this is a little bit long gap from my previous video which I have uploaded on screen command how you can use that. So today we'll be discussing little bit on different topics. Till now we were discussing on the Linux topics like how to work on with Linux and what all things you can do, how and basic stuff mainly. So today we'll be discussing about something new from till now what we are doing, and also it's a new topic and it's a hot topic in today's IT industry, that's called automation. So automation, whenever you say automation, it's like you might have heard that word, or it might be in your KPI to do some automation in your regular job to improve the quality of service or reduce your manual effort. So whenever you go for automation, you might be doing that scripting and all to do that. So this is the little bit advanced part of the scripting. So till now scripting was doing, now there is a new concept came into the market, that's called Ansible. So in this video we'll be just speaking little bit about the Ansible, and we'll give you the brief introduction of that tool, and we'll see what is this and what are the advantage of doing Ansible, and then we'll continue in our next videos how you can use this Ansible to do the automation in your day-to-day work. So now, as I told you, Ansible, or you might have heard about Ansible in your workplace, or your manager might be speaking about that, or DevOps guys are speaking about Ansible. So you might be thinking, what is this Ansible? Why suddenly everyone is speaking about Ansible? So Ansible, in a single word, if I need to explain you what is Ansible, so Ansible is a open source automation tool. So it's not only automation tool which helps you to do automate, it's also a configuration management tool which helps you to do the or maintain the configuration. So suppose you have a requirement like to build a new server, where you might have requirement to create some users, install some packages, and then you configure some file systems and configure that accordingly whatever the application you need to install that. So that might be the requirement for you, that you can easily achieve with Ansible. So this Ansible helps you to do that also. Not only is an automation tool, also a configuration management tool, this one. Also Ansible is simple, so this is the best part of Ansible. So unlike scripting, where you need to really learn the language, and you should know that how you can do the loops and all, then for loop condition, all those, it's little complicated. Suppose if I am writing a script and giving it to you, it might be very difficult for you to go through the entire script and understand what that script actually does and how it does. But in case of Ansible, it's very easy. It is written in YML format and it's a human readable text format, so easily you can go through that and you see that module. So modules, it has modules, so which you can easily use. Instead of writing the big code, you just use that module. Like suppose you want to create a user, you have a module available for that, where you just provide the username, password, or home directory, those parameters, and it creates the user. So it is that much simple. And don't think like as it is simple, it's not powerful. It's much powerful tool. It can be integrated with various other tools also, and also it works on most of the platforms like Linux. Basically it works on Linux, then Windows, then all other Unix flavors. And not only this, only is limited to that OS only. It can be used along with various cloud platforms like OpenStack, or you say AWS, Azure, VMware, or you can use it with some various network tools like Cisco and Juniper devices also. You can use these to automate the day-to-day work or configuration automatically to deploy those things. So it's that much powerful. And on top of that, one more best advantage of Ansible is that is agentless. So now you might have heard about some other configuration management tool like Puppet or Safe. So what is the difference with them to these? This is the agentless. Agentless means what? You no need to install any client on the managed devices which you want to manage by Ansible. So it works with SSH. So you just have a user, or you might have that root user or administrator user or whatever normal user in your system. You just use that and it will work. You no need to do some special configuration to use Ansible on your system. So just install it in your laptop or on your machine or desktop and then just use that. You only need to have a SSH connectivity between the Ansible host and the managed host. So this is a basic introduction. Now you might be thinking why I should use the Ansible. What is the strength of Ansible? So first strength, you can say, like, it has, as I was telling, it can work on Linux, Windows, Mac, Unix. Not only these OS flavors, it can work with your network devices like Cisco, Juniper. It can be working on virtual environment like your VMware, in your Red Hat virtualization or KVM, or it can be work on multiple cloud platforms also like AWS, Azure, OpenStack. So all those things. So it supports multiple vendors, multiple OS, multiple platforms. So along that, one more best advantage of this is a very much human readable. So it's very simple. Coding is there, so you can go through that code and you can understand. You no need to know the YML syntax, or you no need to know that Ansible. So you just see that module and you will understand, okay, module name is like user, so that means like it will create a user. So it's that much easy and that much easy to write also. So as it is kept that simplicity in his heart, so it's very easy to use also. So it's like you just have that playbook. So here they say like playbook, where you write your code in your Ansible. Running that is very easy. You can run it in a single command or from your Ansible tower. That is the GUI web based application available to use Ansible. So it's that much easy. You just put your list of hosts and run that. It will work on those hosts. Also, it can be integrated with different tools like Jenkins, then some other configuration management tool like Puppet, Shape, and also various cloud platforms, as I was already telling. So it can be integrated with all those things. Also satellite, it can be integrated to auto deploy your servers. So it has that compatibility with various other tools. Also, it has an advantage of having a static and dynamic inventory, as I was telling. So you should have a list of servers. So now it's not possible for you to every time to provide your host list to that Ansible playbook to run on. So you might be deploying various servers daily basis, and it like more than thousands can be. So it's not easy for you. So in that case, you can have a dynamic Ansible inventory which can look into your scan your environment or your cloud platform, whatever, and get a dynamic inventory on which it can be running. And as I was telling already, that is a human readable, very much human readable. You have a inventory. It is can be integrated with various tools. Along that is very easy to maintain also, as because that is very simple and you just use a module. So deploying it also very easy, because you no need to have any client. You just have your SSH connectivity or connectivity with that managed host, so that it can be deployed. And don't think like as it is very easy to write or easy to use, it is not secure. It is very much secure. They didn't reinvent the wheel again, so they just use SSH, so which use SSL, that is a industry recognized security standard. So already it uses security standard SSL and wraps up its entire communication while it's connecting or communicating with your managed host. So it's easy and also it's secure. And above all these things, this is the best part of Ansible. This is reusable. So in Ansible there is a concept called role, where you can write a Ansible code and make it as a role, so that you can easily share with anyone. Like suppose, as I was giving you in previous example, like you have a requirement where you need to deploy a server where certain configuration things should be there automatically whenever you are deploying, like create some users, install some packages, create some home file systems, then have some parameters set. So all those things you can do and make it as a role, where once you create that role and verify it, you can share it or use it in your various other projects or various other environments, so you no need to modify again and again for each system or each environment. So role, and also one more good thing is that there is a concept for sharing these roles is available centralized, that is called Galaxy. So might be someone might be doing same thing and he might have created a role, then he can upload that to Galaxy for other guys to use. It is open source, as so code also available. You download those roles and use it for as per your project requirement. You can tweak them, you can use, or whatever feature you want to use, you use that. So like this, you can use Ansible in your project or in your day-to-day work to automate the things or make easy of your life. So that's all for today. It's just overview what is Ansible. So because you are listening that word, so just try to think, try to cover up that what is Ansible, why you should use, or what is this or what it does. So in our next following videos, we will be seeing how you can be a master on Ansible to use it, or it's not that much rocket science, but you can can cover up that how you can learn Ansible easily to use. Okay, bye, have a good day.